Okay, so I just tested my ketone levels, and let me tell you about the context. So this is let me see, it's 11:30 p.m. So this is like 2 hours post-prandial, so 2 hours after finishing my dinner. So I finished my dinner at like 9:30 p.m. And it was like, I guess, 1000 to 1200 calories, about 20 grams of carbs, 60 grams of protein, and about 120 grams of fat. So, quite a large evening meal. But I'm gonna show you my ketone levels. So, my blood glucose, let me see. My blood glucose was at 82. Let's see if it focuses. Focus. It's actually 82. So, and my blood ketones were at 4.3. 4.3. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you've seen it, if that was like clear enough. So the context was, so this is actually my highest blood. This is actually the highest blood ketones that I've tested, and I'm not in a fasted state. Like I've said, I just finished my last meal 2 hours ago. So the idea is that a couple of hours ago I had probably one of the most exhausting or exhaustive training session. So it was like a hit session of 1 freaking hour long. So for 1 hour, we had a very, very intense, sustained effort with actually quite not too many breaks. We had like a couple of seconds breaks every now and then. So that was actually for a combat class, for a high intensity training class, in which we do a lot of movements, a lot of boxing movements. So it's very high intense, and I kind of enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot, and I could say that once you are adapted to the ketogenic diet, or at least that works for me, it seems that I can do sustained, prolonged, intense training with actually very little carbohydrates. So my first meal was like, I guess, um, at 1:30 p.m. and the training session started at 5 p.m. So my first meal consisted of actually 3 boiled eggs, some sausage, like 1 or 2 ounces, and some cheese. So that was actually zero carbs, so nothing to fuel my workout. And to be honest, I was kind of surprised when I saw the 4.3 millimolar, because since I've been doing higher protein, closer to carnivore, I've seen lower ketone levels. So my ketone levels actually decreased. I'm not saying that I'm being kicked out of ketosis because of protein, because that's not actually the case. I'm not being kicked out of ketosis, but my ketone levels are lower, much lower than they are when I'm actually having, like, say, 75 to 90 grams of protein. That's when I guess that's like 1.3 to 1. I guess 1.2 to 1.3 grams per kilogram of body weight for me, and that's actually where I'm seeing my highest ketone levels. But with higher protein, so with that protein intake, 75 to 90 grams, my ketones are in the 3 to 3.5 to 3.8 millimolar. But if I do like 100 to 140 grams of protein, there have only been a couple of times when I tested with higher protein levels, because it's kind of, I don't know, maybe unsustainable for me. So when I have that high protein, my ketones are in the range of, say, I guess 1.2 to 1.8, maybe 2. And that's kind of okay. So if you would be, so I'm kind of looking to see higher ketones, because I feel that I perform better mentally when my ketones are higher. So I kind of always try to increase my ketone levels, because there is a big difference for me when ketones are, say, at 1.2 compared to when they are at 3.5. And when they are at 4.3, like right now, when I actually felt the need to do this short, I would say, discussion about it, because I was actually surprised. I didn't expect that. So I'm curious to see. So I've been tracking my ketones for like 6 months, at least twice a day. And I might do something about that. So with that data, I don't know, follow me on the channels if you like to see when I actually decide to do something about that. But anyhow, I'm just rambling here. So I guess that was it. I'm curious to see and to test if this situation repeats. So we'll see that in a couple of days. I don't know. I'll be back with information about that. Okay, so I guess that was it. So if you'd like to see more of these videos, please hit the like button and subscribe. And also do click that bell button to get the notifications for when another video is up. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.